And I know this is just straight internet talk, but this whole soft guy era stuff that like Mark and Goody are doing, it's honestly just comedy at this point. I mean, in reality, it is comedy. It's all just satire. But the way that a lot of women are taking this so seriously and are getting like truly upset about it is just truly baffling. It's like, ladies, think about it. For like the last 2 to 3 years, we've had to hear y'all talk about how some random lady on YouTube that y'all don't even know's life like that is telling you guys sprinkle sprinkle and to get with a guy not for love but strictly just for monetary gain, for your own selfish gain at that, and thinking that you should just apply that to every man that you come across in your life that you even consider taking seriously. Imagine how men have to hear, how men have to feel hearing that shit every single day. And then now you got like 2 or 3 dudes talking about basically the same exact thing that y'all are talking about for only like 2 weeks now, and look how upset y'all are getting about it. It's just crazy, right? But this is also like a message to men. This is why you got to date a woman that also is more interested in you, because only women that are not interested in you are going to be applying that kind of like pressure on you like that to say like you need to pay all my bills even though y'all aren't even together. It needs to be the same women that say like I'm not sources on them, all that shit. So meanwhile, they're telling you that a woman that really likes you is going to spend all this money on you. These are the same women that are turning around saying that they're not trying to go 50-50. So obviously they're letting you know up front that they don't really like you like that. Because no person, man or woman, who is dating somebody and they truly love them and truly care about them is going to just sit there and stand around and let the other person just work their asses to the freaking bone and do all these things for you, meanwhile not doing anything in return for them. Do you really think that your boss is going to let you come to work and give you a full day's worth of pay when you were just standing around not doing anything, not doing your job, nothing? Of course not. So why would you expect that out of somebody that you're in a relationship with and potentially wanting to be have a long-term future with, including marriage? But yeah, that's just my little preach for this morning.
I appreciate your little preach this morning because sometimes I do wonder whether gentlemen really know when a woman really is into you or not, or is just using you, or just wants what you have, or just wants someone they can control, or just wants to tell someone what to do, or someone who just wants to feel like they're superior to someone, which is basically what it comes down to at the end of the day. Maybe men like that. Maybe men just like for some woman to be dominant and completely over control of them while working their asses to the bone and then end up with nothing in the end because then she'll go and divorce you, take everything, including your kids, and then you still got to pay for the same person. Like, what are we talking about right now? I still don't even understand how these conversations are still going on the internet with people who clearly don't really want to be with anyone, or they're just chaotic and want to be combative, just be completely difficult. Like, I swear to you, I think that that's what it is. Anything to cause chaos seems to be what the point is of all these stupid conversations. And all the dudes that are having them too, it's like, well, what the hell? I just don't understand. And these be people who are married. So this is not even about single people. Yeah, why is it not a single person conversation since the people who are single persons are the persons who have to deal with it? Child, make it make sense.
This is embarrassing for black men. Well, fuck it. I'll hop in then and I'll say the same thing. I am in my soft guy era. Now it's embarrassing for all men that we're holding our standard the exact same way that you have a standard for us. Okay. That's the woman playbook. They'll either call you insecure, they'll call you gay, which is homophobic. Don't do that. Or they'll try to shame you. Why do women do that? Because that's their internal playbook. They can't actually make men do anything physically because obviously we're stronger. So throughout history, that's how they've gotten to control men. However, since y'all wanted equal rights and equal pay so bad, and now that you've gotten it, it's only fair that we go 50-50 in the relationship. Which at this point in the video would invoke you saying, oh, like you're a broke, insecure guy, naturally. But I don't know if you could tell, that is my water view. According to y'all, I'm a high value man. Like I'm what y'all want. You want a 6-figure man over 6'1" that is well endowed. But the thing is, asking for 50-50, like if you guys are like, oh, I'd love to go 50-50 with a man, that's fine. But the thing is, y'all are asking for everything provided for, which is, you know, a guy like me could do it. Most guys can't do it, but I could do it. But imagine if a guy said that. A guy like and it just speaks to the ego that y'all have, that y'all think you're all worth a guy paying for everything when you guys make the exact same because that's what you wanted.
All right, let's go ahead and get into this because, of course, this is foolishness as always. You know, these biatches can't stand it when y'all stand up for yourselves. And honestly, You need to keep at it. Now, like the first guy said, of course, this is a joke, but you know, these people can't take a joke when the joke is on them. But when it's on you, they can cackle and laugh all damn day, half the daggone night, twice on daggone Sunday. I don't even know how you all stand it. I so every daggone day understand passport bros and why the hell y'all would want to get out of here. And of course, they're going to shame you that way. They shame you no matter what. Why do you even bother? Honestly, at the end of the day, I don't even know. Shout out to this man, but I don't even know why you would answer back. I mean, I guess he's doing it because of.
I know it's wrong, but it feels so.
Of course, they're going to shame black men because that's all black women do is shame black men and then turn around and say, no one protects us. No one protects black women. You're rude. You're evil. You're mean. You're condescending. You're absolutely atrocious and you accept no accountability for anything in any situation, a la Amanda Seales, a la Taraji P. Henson. Child, the list goes on and on. Monique, like, just start naming all the daggone women who whine and complain and blame and never say, my bad, my fault, it was me, I messed up, I did wrong, I could change, I could course correct. Can anyone name one woman, it don't even have to be a black woman, that's out here whining and complaining that has ever uttered any of those words? Who? Bueller. Write their names down in the damn comments, because I'm telling you, this is so tiresome. This is why I don't even want to do this stuff. Y'all want me to do this stuff, and it's like, oh my God, y'all, why do y'all want to talk about these biatches so damn much? F them. F them. F them biatches. They're whores. They're whores. Whoredom all 2024. Now you're a single mom. Mad about that. I mean, y'all need to keep coming up with it, okay? Y'all need to stand up and keep coming up with this mess, because just like this dude said, or the last dude said, whichever one, talk about sprinkle, whoever the hell that is. I'm tired of hearing that daggone phrase. Sprinkle. Y'all will follow somebody that makes no sense whatsoever instead of just being, whatever happened to treat someone the way you wanted to be treated. You can tell y'all don't have no old-fashioned grandmas. You can tell that no one gave you any type of discipline. No one gave you any type of direction. No one gave you any type of self-esteem, any type of discernment, any type of being able to understand who the hell it is that you're messing with. But just like Brenda Jamal says, for there being so many horrible guys out there, y'all biatches certainly stay pregnant. You certainly continue to have babies, and then you turn around talking about he a bum, crust, dust, must, rust, ashy ass bum. Well, then you must like crust, rust, dust, must, ashy ass bums, because that's who y'all keep getting pregnant by. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You can't even get married. Nobody wants to marry you anyway. I mean, this is all in. Because in these comments for this guy right here, because I know everybody wants to think it's just a black person thing. It's not. I don't know why y'all think that. I don't talk about it because I'm not white. Shout out to the white people. I'm not white. I don't give a damn. They're going to be fine. I mean, honestly, black people will be fine, because women will continue to be whining and complaining, mad at the world, wasting life, wasting hours, wasting brain cells, waste, while these dudes is moving on and still banging your ass out. That's the thing. You say all this and you still give it up. Help me understand. Help me help you. Help me understand.
Somebody needs to help me understand too. What's going on, guys? This is Introvert Boricua. I'm doing an impromptu live stream on this subject because this is something that I have been hearing for the last couple of days. Shout out to my guy RB representing with his presence in the chat, and our girl Kichel. Chica, what's going on? Appreciate you being on in the chat. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of like make a quick live about this subject. Again, this is something that I have only been hearing for the last couple of days, and I found I'm gonna be playing a clip that does kind of like an introduction to the concept. This is from the website, from the YouTube page of Amala Ekpunobi, making sure that it is acknowledged where this is from. This is not a real advertisement. This is kind of like an intro to a video on the subject. So it's kind of like a fake advertisement, but I think it does a good job at doing an introduction to the subject. So here we go. Let me make sure that I'm sharing, because I almost messed up on that. Okay, there we go. All right, let's listen. If it feels like playing. Oh.
All right, fellas, welcome to my seminar. I know a lot of you are having trouble out there on the dating scene. Women want you to protect and provide, and they don't want to give you anything in return. They're not bringing anything to the table, and they're telling you that your masculinity is toxic. Well, it's time to flip the script on these women. I want you guys to enter your soft guy era, and I'm going to explain exactly what that means. Everything the women are doing, you do it to them. And I'm going to give you a few examples. Tell the women, you know what? If you don't approach me first at the club, you're insecure. If you are talking to or dating a female and you're out on one weekend shopping, looking for some sneakers, a new fit, some cologne, you should text her and ask her to Venmo you half the money for the purchase. If she wants you to start doing husband duties, tell her that she has to make you a husband first. And the golden rule when it comes to dating, fellas, is if she wanted to, she would. Drizzle, drizzle.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
All right, guys, before we get into this video, please like and subscribe. I try to keep you up to date on all the ever-changing trends that are occurring on the internet. And today we're going to talk about a very new, sassy trend known as the soft guy era that is taking off online. First, I got to give you a little bit of background on how this trend came to be. And we're going to talk about the dating scene right now in the modern day and age where we have a lot of butting heads between men and women. First, we're going to start off with what many women have been doing out there on the dating scene. Of course, not all of them, but this soft guy era trend is in retaliation to what many women have been doing out there. And that is stating that they're entering their soft girl era. For those of you who don't know what the soft girl era is, it's when women are soft and feminine. Maybe they put on a bit of a ditzy personality, even though they've got their intellect intact, all for the purpose of getting a man who's going to protect and provide. A lot of them want what we would call princess treatment. They want to be catered to, provided for, all from a man who presumably has a lot of money. Now, I'm not speaking for all soft girls, so do not come for me. A lot of you are choosing to bring something to the table in tandem with what the man is doing for you in dating. But there are particular women on the internet who are encouraging others to take on this soft girl persona, act a little dumb, and find a man who just wants to throw money and gifts and all this stuff at you. Many of you may be familiar with Shara7, who is an influencer slash dating life coach on the internet who advises women on how to usher themselves into a soft girl era and get a man to pay for everything that she wants. Her famous tagline is sprinkle, sprinkle.
Oh, Mimi, sprinkle, sprinkle.
After she gives women advice as to how to really bait and catch a man like this. Now, Shara7 is wildly popular and a lot of women have been taking up her advice, implementing it in their own lives and finding men who are willing to protect and provide for them at virtually no cost to the women. They just have to sort of put on this soft girl act. But it seems as though many men on the internet have caught on to what women are doing, and they are now in retaliation starting their soft guy era. And I have compiled some videos today of men explaining that they're going to be entering their soft guy era. I want you to hear it from the horse's mouth, so I'll let them explain.
Men are becoming way more
Sassy. How?
and way more like they
How?
because girls are fighting for like equality.
You said you're independent.
I think they're the prize.
We
Like,
are.
Nobody's chasing you.
You are.
Nobody's.
You are. I'm not gonna lie. All I heard was, I'm broke. I'm broke. I'm broke. It'd be the same girl saying, I don't need a man. I don't need shit from a man. I'm an independent mommy. Like, what do I need a man for? Okay. Move in alignment with that. Why do you keep talking? Right? Now that I'm in my soft guy era, I'm starting to realize you guys actually do need us. We actually are the prize. You guys beg us, when are you gonna take me serious? Never. How about that? Never. I'm never taking you serious because you're not paying for anything. You're just broke as shit, and then you want me to take you serious and date you. No. Pick up a bill. Once you pick up a bill, now we can start to talk. Women start complaining, oh, these men don't want commitment. I wonder why, because you're broke. Why would I want to be committed to a broke? What the is that? Some of y'all women are actually super disturbing. How can your whole outfit be from Shein or Fashion Nova and you're asking me for a Chanel bag? Right? You should figure out how you can see if you can work at FedEx to get your money up.
Okay, so y'all got the message there. I will say they do pay those FedEx drivers a lot of money, so it is something to consider if you need to get your money up. I will say, if I'm going to critique this guy's form and his communication, there was nothing soft about what he just said to the women that he's speaking to. So we could work on sort of dialing that down, getting to know our feminine a little bit, and then promoting that very same message. It's not exactly giving soft guy era. Now, I don't know how true this is to life. If you're a guy watching right now, you'll have to let me know. But it seems as though these guys are at the very least running into women on the internet who are saying things like, I won't date a broke man. I want my man to already be successful. I've even seen some women say, I need to look at a man's bank account before I agree to go on a first date. And they're sort of taking on that energy, seeing that they are somewhat being commodified or that dating is becoming transactional to a lot of these women. And now they're throwing it back in their face and saying, you know what? I don't want to date a broke woman. And I think we're going to see more and more of these conversations because we have really ushered in an era of equality. Women are working, they have careers. Many of them are becoming far more educated than men. And that means they're making their own money. In a lot of ways, they have more earning potential than men. And these women who are making their own money are then saying, I want a man who's successful, or I want a man who pays for everything. And at some point with equality, that's not going to work anymore because it doesn't really make sense for a guy to be paying for everything that a woman gets when she has her own money. So we're going to have to balance things out. Now, do I think this is the way that we achieve that? No. And I understand that a lot of this is tongue in cheek. They just want to throw it back in women's face, sort of tell a little bit of a joke and get their lick back, so to say. But let's hear from more men who are also taking on their soft guy era. This next video actually shows you one of the women with the energy that men are responding to. She thinks she's the prize. Let's watch.
Don't like 50-50. I don't do coffee dates. I don't care how much money I ever make. I still want my man to pay for everything. He should pick me up. He should drop me off. He should buy me Ubers. In exchange, he gets to not embarrass me and breathe my air. I think it's pretty fair. I think we're even Stevens. Otherwise, I don't need a man just to have a man.
There are those who factor.
It's not fair at all. It's actually quite self-serving. Let me see if I can get over this advertisement.
Oh no, it doesn't sit right with me. I don't care how much money I make. I still want my man to pay for everything. How about no? See, a lot of women have never came across a man that told them no. They're simply just not used to that. See, it's 2024. You're going to be making money. You're going to be spending that. You're not just going to be sitting there spending all my money while you're sitting on yours. You're going to be spending it. I don't care. See,
one thing that I definitely do agree is as men, we have to know when to tell women no. We know when to tell them no. That's the word no. It is the most powerful word that a man can tell a woman, because a lot of the women, especially the more eligible ones, the better looking ones, the ones that do consistent dating and things like that, they're always hearing yes to everything, to just about everything that they want, that they demand. They usually hear yes. So something that I learned years ago is that when a woman that is always hearing yes, at some point, a man, when he tells her no, it kind of messes her up. It messes her up inside, and either she respects that and starts acting right, or she walks away and looks for another simp. Either way, from the point of view of a man, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Either she goes along and she respects the position of the man, or she tries to go out there and look for another simp, which is a win-win for a man. Let me see if I can continue this. Let's see what else he was saying.
This is what the soft guy era is about. You women are going to start coming out of pocket. It doesn't make sense. You're a grown woman. You're going to be paying grown woman bills. And see, my problem with this is a lot of women sit here and say, oh, well, if I'm going to be paying bills, I'm going to be paying all my own bills without a man. If I'm going to pay bills, I'm going to pay all of my own without a man instead of going half on them. It doesn't make sense. And this logic shows you that they only look at men as wallets. That's literally all they look at men as, wallets. I'm telling you, that's exactly what it is. A lot of you men need to start telling these women no to see if they even really like you for real. I came across some women, bro. They be like, oh, you're the first man that ever told me no. I'm like, what? I'm the first man to ever tell you no. See, a lot of men can't keep a woman unless they're spending all their money. That's why. Listen, if she's thinking like this, bro, you're not dealing with a woman, bro. You're not. You're dealing with a spoiled little girl, a spoiled brat.
And at about this time, if you're watching the video, you can see that the host, she's actually kind of nodding in agreement. She's actually agreeing because she can see the common sense in it. She sees the logic, which is something that I can definitely appreciate in a woman who can actually see the logic in things. Because too many women that are in the dating scene, they function and they react with their emotions. And when they react with their emotions, then that's why a lot of them don't make any sense when it comes to what they do, because they are being governed by their emotions and acting accordingly. So that's why a lot of what they say or do doesn't make sense, and it's not supposed to. Anything that is done out of emotions is not ever made to make sense. Ever.
A brat, that's all you're dealing with. I don't care how much money I make. My man should still pay everything. You're stingy and you're selfish.
Exactly.
I don't need a selfish woman in my life. I don't. I'm in my soft guy era.
Okay, this trend is hilarious to me. I gotta be real with you guys. This is hilarious. Now, I understand what he's saying. There are a ton of women out there who do view the men that they date purely as bank accounts. It is very much a transactional experience for them. They show up, they give their time, maybe a little bit of affection, and they want money and gifts and prizes in return from these men. And as a man, and especially if you are a successful one out there, you do sort of have to weed out these women when you are on the dating scene. And a lot of that is sort of testing the waters a little bit, and maybe it's saying no. It doesn't have to be as harsh as what this guy is describing, but you do need to find out whether or not somebody is actually there for you. And that takes time. You know, you have to see proof from the person that you're dating from both ends of the spectrum, as a man and as a woman. If I was a man who was extremely successful, I might hold off on sharing that information on the first, second, or third date to see if we truly vibe with one another and we have great chemistry, because you can always get somebody really big gifts. You can always start spending on them, but that should come with love and respect. And I will say, as a woman who works and generates her own income, when you like somebody, you want to pay for things. You want to go out and buy dinners or get them gifts every now and again.
Definitely.
And it's not because you want to show your provider mindset. It's just because you love the person that you're with. So if you're
Exactly.
with a woman who is making money, but never, ever wants to pay for anything or buy you anything, maybe she doesn't like you all that much.
Absolutely, definitely. That's something that a lot of guys don't understand, is that you cannot buy a woman. Might sound old. This might sound like a cliche, but it is true. You cannot buy a woman's affections. You cannot buy a woman's love or caring. That's not something that you can purchase with gifts. That has never been true. Never ever been true. Maybe it is true in the romantic comedies. In those movies, the romantic comedies, they may be true there. But then again, those are romantic comedies. Those are for the women, for the ladies. Then those plots don't make sense because they're not supposed to make sense. This is to cater to women's emotions. That's why we men don't really like those movies, because they don't make any sense. And that again, they are not supposed to. I'm gonna try and see if I can come back later to this video, because there was a little something that I wanted to share about that, but I wanted to get to this other video, because it gets real funny, man. Let me see if I can share this other one. Okay. Let's see if I can share it. I know that. Guys, if you're in the chat, share something, post something, so we can keep the conversation going amongst us. I was expecting the others to show up, but well, I guess it was people were having plans tonight, but that's all right. I appreciate you two being on the chat. Let me see if I can share this. Also, just in case, I'm gonna post the link. Feel free to join the panel. If I don't add you to the panel right away, it's because I'm focusing on the video that is playing. So if you click on join and I don't add you right away, I will just hang on there for me. So trying to share this. Okay. This one, those get a little funny.
Hey, listen, fellas, we done with the whole masculine provider male era. We're in our soft guy era, okay? Drizzle, drizzle.
2024 is the year of soft guy era. Drizzle, drizzle. These men have started again. No, they have started because you all know Sprinkle Sprinkle, Shara 7, Sprinkle Sprinkle. You know, Sprinkle Sprinkle is global. Almost everybody knows Sprinkle Sprinkle. You know, date man for money. If he's not giving you money, next. So the Sprinkle Sprinkle lifestyle, because women started with this Sprinkle Sprinkle lifestyle, these men have started their own, which is Drizzle Drizzle. So they started with the soft guy era. I know they are making these videos to mock women. I know they are not. I know it's just a joke. I just want to believe it's just a joke. I don't want to think that they are doing this like it's actually real. I don't want to believe it's real. I know they are doing it for a joke, but then is the joke on women or the joke is on them? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I have compilations, guys saying how they want to start their soft guy era on, because right now, what's going on?
Not on us. The joke is not on us. This is just a reaction. This is just a response to what the women have been doing. And it's been going on for some time. Like like in the first video that I played, this is something that has been going on for like a couple of years already. And this is just a response. This is just putting placing a mirror in front of them and let them see how dumb they look. And they're getting mad about it. They're getting mad about it because they're taking it all personal. They're taking it all serious because they don't like the fact that the mirror is being placed in front of these ladies. And you know what? Good. Let them be mad.
Hey, listen, fellas, we done with the whole masculine provider male era. We're in our soft guy era, okay? Drizzle, drizzle. Listen, I don't know who need to hear this, but until that woman asks you to be her husband, you don't have to do husband-like things. Stop giving these women husband advantages and amenities, and you're still a boyfriend. Until that ring is on your finger, you shouldn't be doing anything, period. Drizzle, drizzle. Like, y'all be so caught up on getting with Dusties and all that. You need to start going after their moms. See, I know a lot of y'all think that older women may.
God damn. I hate this.
Not be that much attractive or whatever the case may be, but there's a lot of good looking older women. And I feel like you guys can deal with these older women who's going to take care of you and treat you like a king that you are. Drizzle, drizzle. Now, there's a point where as a man in your soft guy era, you shouldn't be pumping your own gas. You shouldn't be cleaning out your car. You shouldn't be having to change your tires. You shouldn't be having to put air in your tires. You shouldn't have to mow the grass. That's all the responsibilities of your woman. The moment you become a husband, then things change. But until then, that woman should be taking care of everything, and you shouldn't be showing her no reason on why she should stick with you for the rest of her life, and in hopes that she makes you her husband. Drizzle. You need to stop giving out so much to these women. Like, y'all giving up the dookie quick as hell, and y'all dropping it off, and these women are not appreciating it. I think you need to hold out. Even if you had sex with 100, 200 women, you need to hold out and make that woman wait until she shows you that she's capable and that she's loving enough for you to give your body to her. You know, because at the end of the day, it's all about us. It's all about us. We just want our equal rights as men. So drizzle.
I hear
Soft
everyone
guy
talking
era.
online, like, where can I
Drizzle,
find a great
drizzle.
woman? Where can I find a provider woman? Let me help you. Personally, would recommend shopping at the highest end grocery stores that you can find. We're not talking Publix, we're talking Greenwise. And we're not looking for Coach bags when we're looking for bags, right? We're not looking for them. Don't ask a girl out on a date, okay? They want to be the ones to initiate, all right? Let them initiate. Women love the chase. So they say they want to try a different place that they've been thinking about trying for a while, and you say, that sounds great to me, I'd love to go. So you go, and you know, when the bill comes, you make sure that she pays and she understands that that is her job as the provider in the relationship.
We're done with the patriarchy and this old archaic way of doing things where we're supposed to provide and protect for you.
And that was a
Where we're
way
supposed
to
to be willing
saying
to
the same
risk and
kind
give
of
our
thing.
lives for you. Listen, we don't need to bring anything to the table because we are the table. Without my seed, you can't have any kids, drizzle. I need to get my beard taken care of every Tuesday. So I'm going to need you to go ahead and send $75 to my barber via Cash App every Tuesday before I get there so that I can get my hair taken care of. Drizzle.
I just want a woman to come into my life and just take all the weight off my shoulders. I can't do this alone. I'm tired of being a strong, independent man. I'm tired of it. Like, I just want to be at home, cook and clean, and then when my woman gets off of work, I can just give her meal and she can just lay down while I rub her feet. I just want to be her housekeeper. I don't want to go to work anymore. I'm tired of working these 50, 60-hour weeks and I'm paying all my own bills. I'm just so I'm tired. I can't handle it anymore. I just really can't do it anymore. So I'm looking for my queen, my hard-working queen.
Listen, sometimes you can have someone that's so good for you and someone that can just raise your standards so high and higher than they ever been, and someone that can just treat you like you're the only person alive and treat you like a king that you are, and just rub your feet and rub your back and tell you how handsome you are as a man and give you weekly allowances and let you use her car and let you stay at her crib and don't have to pay no rent, and she's paying for everything. And that's still not enough. I mean, sometimes you need to go further and find a better wife, because listen, we're leaving the broke dusties in the past. If she doesn't make 6 figures or more, has 6 bodies or less, or have a 6 feet deep water park, if you know what I'm saying, drizzle, we're not dealing with it. We're walking into our soft guy era, and we can't let these dusties win anymore.
You know what? It is never too late. I am officially entering the soft guy era. No longer will I cut the grass. No longer will I wash the cars. No longer will I be the breadwinner in this house. No. Drizzle all over this old jizzle. For far too long, I have worked hard at being the provider, the motivator of this household. No. From here on out, it's soft skills for me. I'm doing nothing but loving and caring. I'm going to cook dinner with nothing but love and gratitude in my heart, because I am not working anymore. So we're going to take the one with the associate's degree, and we're going to set him down, and he's going to be a stay-home father. And we're going to take the one with the degrees, and we're putting her out in the goddamn workforce today. It's time for this dude to start back doing French braids and listening to all the little tea, little hot tea. Yeah, that's what I'm fixing to get into.
What Mark has been doing on TikTok for these last few
Do you really want to make your holiday
Yeah.
special? Tanzania has got so much to offer. From the famous Serengeti.
I'm sure it does. I would like to see a location like that, but not
crazy.
okay.
And it's my dude, man. And some things he say, I'm kind of I'm kind of 50-50 on, but for the most part, I agree with a lot of what he's doing for the bias that goes on between women and men. You know what I'm saying? Look, at the end of the day, a lot of things that women do, when men do it or even speak of it, they disagree with it. It's like turning a mirror in front of their own faces and letting them get a dose of their own reality. And look, I am the kind of man that truly believes in taking care of his woman, period. That's my mentality. But also, I am not the kind of man that believes in taking care of a woman as if she's my daughter. I am not your father. Like, I want a partner. I want a helpmate. I want somebody who wants the same things that I want in my life. I will look out for you. I will protect you. I will provide for you. But at the end of the day, I want a woman in my life who also wants greatness in her life, not for just for herself, but also for me just as much. Because personally, for me, I'm not looking for no beautiful bum. I would only want a woman that is an asset and not a liability. Your beauty is not enough. I'm sorry. When it's all said and done, if there was anything I would tell a man, look for a woman that has humility, a woman of God, a woman with structure. You know what I'm saying? A woman that wants to be ambitious and succeed in her own personal life, so that when she steps onto your foundation, she is actually giving you building blocks instead of bringing more added weight that will actually break your floor. Look, you got to understand one thing. It's not always to be put on a woman, because as a man, I think you should have the exact same tendencies to bring into her life just as much. But don't be with the woman that has nothing to offer. I don't believe in none of that. If you are not coming into my life to love me and date me for real, skedaddle. Period. Dot.
Yeah.
I don't believe in the 50-50 shit. I believe in coming into my life and adding to me, because I know I'm going to add to you. That's it.
And that is so difficult to understand for certain women. Of course, I'm not saying all, but for certain women, particularly certain modern women, this thing it's like talking to a brick wall, trying to get them to understand what this guy just said. I mean, the point just went over their heads so far up away from their heads that if the point was a person, it would have needed a spacesuit, because it was all the way up in the stratosphere. So let me get to another clip. This is something that I wanted to share. Hang on with me, guys, because I don't want this to get redundant, because some of these clips, it's basically some of the same guys repeating the same thing. I think that point is being made, but let's see if I can get a couple of the reactions from the women that are all mad and and offended because of what they're saying, because it gets funny. It gets funny. Let me put on a share. Okay.
To how things got out of control.
So I wanted to address this comment publicly, because I do pride myself on being, transparent.
You sound desperate, and it's giving you can't afford a man. Broke energy female are a thing in the past.
I wanted to address this comment publicly,
Yeah,
because I do
she's
pride
gonna
myself
get
on
all
being,
salty.
transparent in my content. And the truth is, I can't afford a soft guy. I can't afford to pay
Look
his
at
bills and mine.
the fake
It's so hard
acting,
for me to admit that
the
these
salty
men deserve
acting.
so much more than what I could provide. But I have promised to not have sex with men that I cannot afford to take care of. I don't want them to think that I can give them a lifestyle that they deserve. The only men that I can really afford to be with is men who are providers. Ladies, if you have a man
Yeah,
who
sure,
is a
sure.
provider, please tell me what do I have to look forward to? It's so scary. Thank you. Thank you for calling me out. Endless perceptions. Thank you for forcing me to admit
Can't
what the
afford a
world
soft
needs to
guy.
know is that I cannot afford
Why does the
to
same
take
tears
care
keep
of a
coming
man.
out right?
Yes, I'll
right
just
there?
have to.
A lot of these
Do you
women.
really want to make your holiday
Oh, here we
special?
go again.
Tanzania
Again. This commercial again.
Myself a
Must be a
soft
filter.
life. Please give me privacy at this time.
As one of the comments says, the first step to healing is honesty.
And
Somebody here has a
she's
great
not
idea. It
being
says,
honest.
pay
She's
the
not being
rent
honest.
only
She's gonna be
and make
picking up
him
a guy
open a TikTok
from
of you
jail
cooking and
or
cleaning
something.
and praising you to cover the other bills. You can say you are his manager. You can keep him in a soft guy that way. Don't worry, you'll be able to save up, and as you grow older, you start making more money, and you'll be able to provide for the soft guy that you desire. Let's be honest, they're dating soft guys anyway. Like, let's not trip. This is nothing new for a lot of ladies out here. Like, they need to stop lying. This has always been a thing. It's always been a thing, and there's never been an acknowledgement of how women will actually relax a lot of these standards and rules that have come out in the past few years for the right man. And that needs to be studied more. That needs to be examined further.
As men. So drizzle.
I've been tagged repeatedly in videos like this, and I know this is men's attempt to throw women's logic back in their faces. But the truth is, we already knew you were in your soft guy era. We thought you were soft when you couldn't resist a woman's temptation when you had a girlfriend, a fiance, or a wife. We knew you were in your soft guy era when you went to the store to get a pack of cigarettes or a gallon of milk and never came back. We knew you were in your soft
Any
guy era when you
language.
begged your baby
This
mama
didn't happen to
not to
her.
put you on child support because you couldn't survive if she took that $250 a month, even though she was the one who was feeding the child and clothing the child, and she was the one who was providing shelter for that child as well. Like, we already knew you were soft. We're
Talking
just
from
proud of you guys
experience.
for finally having the strength to admit it. I know this is meant to be a
mad.
joke,
She
but the
mad.
joke's
Yeah,
on you
just
because you're
hold
only
yourself.
telling women what we already knew. So go ahead, get your
So tell us about the guy that you had that did this to you.
Yeah.
tell us why you mad for real.
laughs, get your views, get your engagement, and then get out of single women's faces because they don't care.
Oh, you do. You do. That's why you're mad.
Get her in the field. He got her in the field. Yes. In the field. This is what I mean when I say, girl, get in the field. If she's not in the field, cut her off. Listen, with the soft guy era, we are ending the gender war. We are bringing back 50-50. These women are going to start getting in the field. I don't care. Listen, fellas, if she's not trying to at least go 50-50 with you, cut her off. We're not slaves. Honestly.
Exactly.
What does it sound like when your woman is at home all day, she not working? What does it sound like? It sounds like she's making you a slave because you're putting in all the work and she's just chilling at home. Listen, this right here is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is what a helpmate looks like. Listen, when God made Eve, she made her to be a helpmate to Adam. So why would you sit here and be a slave to your woman when she could be a helpmate and y'all could be building together? I don't see the problem. This is nice. I'm glad this is happening. Soft guy era, we're ending the gender war and we will bring back helpmates.
Well, I mean, isn't that what Beyonce was talking about? That she was doing the whole 50-50 thing all those years ago? Remember that? I mean, women didn't necessarily go around saying that we're demanding 50-50. That came from women too. What's going on, Don Jose?
Good evening, Ramon. Thank you very much for allowing me on the platform. Actually, you kind of beat me to the punch because I was planning to cover. I'm going to cover this topic next week. But, you know, I find it interesting and hilarious when women get to hear their own version of logic getting thrown in their faces.
Yeah. and I mean not all of them, because I can show you like a couple of clips in which you hear that there are certain women that can listen to this narrative and they don't get offended because they get the point. There is a point to all of this, but to certain women, they didn't get the point that all they're doing is getting all mad, like like the two that I just played, taking it all personal, and basically because they use of their logic against them, then they're just doubling down on being salty, like that actually is gonna gonna resolve anything. And I was listening to some of it like yesterday. I mean, and it was actually quite hysterical. I mean, but the, and there are more. There are more of those. Let me see if I can get another. A couple of other videos. Let me see. So, there is this one that I haven't seen, but anything else that you wanted to see before I play it?
Well, okay. I think we have to make this perfectly clear that not women are being let all women look at men as a walking ATM. But let's keep it real. I mean, as long as we have these irrational women who are making these crazy demands on what they expect of a guy, I mean, of course, there was going to be some sort of feedback. So I just saw watching this thing regarding the soft guy era. So this is basically the logical consequences of these illusional women with these crazy demands. Of course, we're going to have men that's going to use the same type of logic thrown back at them.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No, but by all means, do your response. It's just that this is what I have been hearing for the last couple of days, and I just think that this is really funny. So
yeah, I agree. But I'm sure you have
Let
some
me
other
see.
clips you want to share.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. Yeah, because this is kind of like I always do this kind of like impromptu. Let me get to it. Now this is one that should be of reactions. No. This isn't about gender wars. If doing this kind of thing helps end the gender wars, I'm all for it. I don't like gender wars. I like for men and women to get together. But sometimes one has to look at these things and recognize that gender war. Okay, what is it good for? War. What is it good for? Like the song says, it's not solving anything. It's not solving anything at all.
Okay, first of all, I'm not in favor of a gender war either. But this is but again, okay, this is something that we have to bear in mind. When we have people that make unrealistic, unreasonable demands, this is going to be the pushback. Okay, and again, let's make it clear: not all women are doing this. And again, if it doesn't apply, let it fly.
Right. Let me play one. I think this one is a reaction. An advertisement. Okay. I think that this one is gonna be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
No, not this one. Trying to do all of this on the fly.
That could be caught.
Women choose. You have to let these women choose. What they be saying? Let these hoes choose. You have to let them choose.
Okay, one thing is that women do choosing. All of us know that. Whoever tries to say that women don't have to do the choosing because the men have to do the chasing and all of that, women do choose. And real women that live in the real world, they shoot their shot too. I come from a culture where that happens, actually quite often.
This man said, let these hoes choose. That's why you can't find no good woman. It is so crazy that we living in a day and time where men are justifying why they want women to approach them. And let me be completely honest. Real women don't approach men. That's why you have these failed relationships, because the caliber of women that are approaching y'all, they're approaching you for a reason. And 9 times out of 10, it's not because of you. A relationship will last much longer if a man approaches a woman because she feels secure in his decision on choosing her. Since when are women supposed to be pursuing men?
It's been happening for a long time.
So bad. If you want to be a bad bitch, just say that.
Why do y'all want to be bad bitches? Oh, I am. I'm the baddest. No, listen. Stop acting like y'all don't chase men all the time, bro. I just checked her Instagram. She following GT. She following celeb men. All I seen was blue checks. But let's not act like these women don't chase men.
Exactly.
They do it every day. Let's stop trying to act crazy. Let's stop trying to act funny. They do it. And they know what they do, man. They really try to sit here and act like they don't chase men. If a man is good enough for you to chase, you're gonna chase him. Period. If you want that, you're gonna go try to get him. Period. That's what y'all do. Y'all chase men all the time. Let's not act like y'all don't. And it's cool. There's nothing wrong with it. But let's not try to act like it's something wrong with women chasing men. Y'all do it. We the new bad bitches. Period.
I might do a video on that about women actually taking the initiative and actually shooting the shot first. I might do a video on that because there is nothing new to that. I mean, I'm telling you because of experience. I'm talking about when I was younger. I mean, I saw it, and I was even approached. I was approached a couple of times by young women back home because in my culture, women are very competitive against each other, and they will compete for a man, and they will approach, and they will shoot the shot. That whole notion that women don't chase, real women don't chase, that's a bunch of crap. I know from experience that that's not true.
Period. Pookie.
This is the perfect example of when a woman takes something that a man says because she didn't like what he says and switches a word or two to try to make it seem like what he said is a lot worse than what it really was. Ma'am, he didn't say anything about approaching. He said choosing. There is a big difference between approaching and choosing, because a man can approach all he wants, but at the end of the day, that woman chooses him.
Exactly.
Or whether or not she is going to give him access. That's what he meant when he said choose. So don't misconstrue to what he said to try to fit your narrative.
Yeah, that's because that incredibly intelligent woman misunderstood choosing with approaching, because men can do the approaching. Men approach most of the time, but the woman has to choose. The woman has to make the choice in the end, and it's been like that since the beginning of time. Let me get this clip. Okay, the whole handle thing. This is something that I have been hearing for some time.
Woman who can handle me. I understand that I have a big personality, and I understand that sometimes my words can hurt people, but
Flipping the whole handling thing.
Someone who loves me is going to understand the pain that I have gone through. Someone that truly loves me is going to be able to take a step back, think about all the trauma that someone else did to me, and they're going to continue to allow me to project all of my feelings onto them, and they're just going to understand that I'm going through a tough time. They're just going to automatically know in their head that they've had a rough life, some women haven't treated them well, and this is their way of healing. And you're not strong enough of a woman to deal with that, then you don't deserve to be with me, because I'm a catch. I know I'm funny. I know I'm a good person. Even though I might use you as an emotional punching bag and never take accountability, that's just a part of my personality, and I refuse to change. Because you know what? Someone who really loves me for me is going to understand that's who I am, and they're going to be willing to deal with that.
Apparently, I made the women mad, so I might as well just continue my little rant. Why are we out here saying that we need men to handle us? The thing is, we have a lot of women saying, I need a man that can handle me because these men that I've been dating can't handle me. And you done had 6 and 7 boyfriends, 6 and 7 dudes that you've talked to, and you telling me none of them can handle you? Maybe you're the animal. Maybe you're the problem.
Ow.
Because if you need somebody to sit there and tame you and handle you like some type of animal, it may just be you who's the problem. Matter of fact, it's not May. You are the problem. Everybody ain't terrible. Everybody just ain't mistreating you, and everybody ain't just bad to you. Take time to self-reflect and look at yourself in the mirror and say, maybe I should fix this about myself. Maybe I got a bad attitude. Maybe I'm selfish. Maybe I'm heartless. Maybe I'm just selling myself. Maybe.
Ouch.
But see how
Yeah, I can only imagine. I can only imagine all the women that have been trashing her and calling her a pygmy and calling her all kinds of negative things and trying to cancel her. I can only imagine. Poor girl. I'm gonna have to look her up and subscribe to her. And this is another one. I think. Okay.
Yeah, speaking of sassy, let's keep it moving.
Y'all get on my nerves. Stop calling these men sassy for everything. Everything a man does is sassy now, but not one time have one of y'all dusty foot said it was sassy for a man to keep paying these bills. I'm waiting on it. I mean, y'all act like y'all don't need men for nothing now. Yes, you do. If your car break down side the road, who you gonna call? Because ain't no woman coming to fix it. And I'm not saying a woman can't do anything. She can do whatever she put her mind to, but y'all really out here acting like y'all don't need these men. The hell you say I need mine?
Don't get caught in the uninsured
Commercial.
Get protected with Progressive.
So I'm noticing a lot of y'all going to this, oh, he don't like women whenever y'all get caught out on
Yeah,
your
the
bullshit.
accusation.
He's zesty,
Yeah,
he's sassy. I got to cut that shit out. Because a lot of y'all, truth be told, are not good people to be around. A lot of y'all women are not polite. Y'all don't have manners. Y'all super entitled, wildly insecure. And that's the facts. You know what I mean? Y'all just look good. You know what I mean? Y'all focus on being cute and y'all don't focus on being a good person. Women don't want to be around y'all. And the men only tolerate you because he's sleeping with you. And that's just the truth. And a lot of men are not going to say nothing because they want to keep sleeping with you. Because we will sleep with women that we don't like. You know what I mean? We just want wife them. That's what y'all don't understand. You see what I'm saying? So y'all need to start working on yourself and stop with the bullshit. Oh, he don't like women. He don't. Come on, man. Stop with that. You're the problem. You know what I mean? You're the problem. Add value to yourself. Stop worrying about being cute all the time. Start worrying about being a good person. Stop being so entitled. Stop being a complainer. You know what I mean? Start getting some manners. Start being polite. You know what I mean? And work on yourself. And stop trying to, every time a man give you constructive criticism, go into that, oh, he don't like women shit. That shit is played out. You know what I mean? So I need to get your mind right, for real.
At this point, you guys, I think the term sassy is a sign of desperation to try to silence men because women don't really like
Yeah,
being
it's a
held
shaming
accountable.
tactic.
I think that's what it really comes down to.
It
But
is.
y'all let me know what y'all think, man. If you're new,
Jose, what do you think? What are your thoughts?
Okay. You know what it is? And I think we got to understand is not all women think this way.
I would say that
Some
they were.
women have made some crazy, outrageous expectation what they expect a guy, and this is the logical consequences of all this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Looking for another. There is another clip that I wanted to. Let me get back to Amala's video. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can get back to what this gal was saying. Okay.
Now, fellas, don't take that as an endorsement of your soft guy era where you start telling them, you gotta take me to a nice restaurant on the first date, no Cheesecake Factory, and I want a Birkin bag and all this stuff. No, I'm just saying a woman who truly likes you is not gonna pay any mind to having to pay for a little something here or there, or buying you a gift when the holidays come around, or just for no reason at all. That's all I'm saying. Now, some women are picking up on the soft guy era trend and they're endorsing it. And instead of sprinkle, as Shara7 says in her videos, the guys have coined their own phrase, and it's drizzle. Doesn't quite have the same ring to it, but let's listen.
All right, ladies.
It'll catch
Men
on.
have decided if you can't beat them, join them. So drizzle to your sprinkle. Okay? At the end of the day, you told men that they were toxic just for being men. You told men that strength and macho behavior and all the rest of the things that come along with being a man, those things are all bad. Put them away. Okay. They said no problem. They have no problem being in their soft guy era. So I hope you're not concerned about who's going to be taking out the trash, because guys have decided you, princess, you get to take out the trash. And while we're talking about royalty, I hope you're not wanting to be a passenger princess, because these guys, they want their treatment too. Fair is fair, right? Anything you can do, they can do. All right, well, they've decided to match your sass, and now they're embracing it. So I hope that you get everything that you wanted, because ladies, y'all have created some monsters, okay? So buckle up and enjoy the ride. I don't think it's ending anytime soon. Drizzle.
So while her tone may be a little condescending, I think she is picking up on something here with some women in particular. You hear a lot of women say, I want princess treatment from a man, but they're not asking themselves, what is it like to treat your man like a prince and really uplift the things that make him masculine? And that masculinity is what allows him to provide for you and protect you. And I feel like we're missing that part of the equation. And some women are asking for this princess treatment and not giving anything in return. You can't just cherry pick the parts of masculinity that you want to show up in your man and treat him like an ATM. Sooner or later, he's going to pick up on what's happening, and then we get trends like this. Now, is this really happening in real life? I don't know. I feel like if you're actually going out there in dating, you might run into women who have this transactional mindset, or guys who are now in their soft guy era, but you would quickly not want to continue dating whatever individual is so chronically online that they are choosing to implement these ideas in their daily lives. But let's hear more from our soft guys.
So I'm texting this girl and she keep asking, what you doing? I'm like, man, I'm at the mall. I'm about to get me some cologne and shit. She was like, oh, okay. And what you gonna be doing after that? I had to go ahead and block her, bro. Because what you're not gonna do is you're not finna keep asking me what you doing. And then when I tell you what I'm doing and I say I'm about to buy me some cologne, you don't send me half the money. That's unacceptable. That's just low effort. And I don't care that I didn't ask you for the money. You should just know. You should read my mind. You should understand that if I'm buying me something, why aren't you chipping in? Why aren't you pitching in to help me get whatever it is that I'm trying to buy? You're not. You're worthless right now. You see what I'm saying? And I really don't feel bad about it, because why are you in my life? Why are you here? And then this really your third day in a row texting me, asking me what I'm doing. I tell you what I'm doing. You don't make the efforts to make plans. You don't make the efforts to try to see me. I got to get you out of here, because honestly, I do everything by myself anyway. So if you're not adding to my life immediately when we first meet, it's like, why are you here? I got to get you gone. I'm in my soft guy era, and I won't accept nothing less.
He's an independent man. He don't need no woman. Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you right now, I'm so happy to not be out there on the dating scene and playing the field right now, because if this is what you guys are running to, I might damn near quit
It's not worth
myself.
it.
Let's watch one more just so we can finish our foundation on this trend.
This is
Okay. This is the white.
embarrassing for black men.
Oh.
Well, it. I'll hop in then.
It's
And
redundant.
also the same thing. I am in my soft guy era. Now it's embarrassing for all men that we're holding our standard the exact same way that you have a standard for us. Okay. That's the woman playbook. They'll either call you insecure, they'll call you gay, which is homophobic. Don't do that. Or they'll try to shame you. Why do women do that? Because that's their internal playbook. They can't actually make men do anything physically, because obviously we're stronger. So throughout history, that's how they've gotten to control men. However, since y'all wanted equal rights and equal pay so bad, and now that you've gotten it, it's only fair that we go 50-50 in the relationship, which at this point in the video would invoke you saying, oh, like you're a broke, insecure guy, naturally. But I don't know if you could tell, that is my water view. According to y'all, I'm a high value man. Like, I'm what y'all want. You want a 6-figure man over 6'1" that is well endowed. But the thing is, asking for 50-50, like if you guys are like, oh, I'd love to go 50-50 with a man, that's fine. But the thing is, y'all are asking for everything provided for, which is, you know, a guy like me could do it. Most guys can't do it, but I could do it. But imagine if a guy said that, a guy like, and it just speaks to the ego that y'all have, that y'all think you're all worth a guy paying for everything, when you guys make the exact same because that's what you wanted.
Didn't like the energy on that one. This is when they say we're about to go through the sassy man apocalypse, it's for real. Y'all better arm up, because the sassy men are out there and they are running wild on the internet. Now, this guy couldn't help but let you know how well endowed he is, both financially and physically, and show you his condo. How far that went for you ladies, I don't know. But here we are. That is a very, very sassy man.
That last one made her uncomfortable. I mean, that kind of bothered her. Oh man. So that was it for that one. I'm gonna go into this one. The whole thing. This even circled back to the creator of the whole sprinkle thing. Let me see if I can play it. Hey Denise. Hey, what's going on, chica?
Hey,
What's up?
hey, daughter. Long time no here.
And also to my dude, the 18th letter. What's going on, man? Yeah. Are you on the road? Having to do your thing? Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can share this one really quick. Okay. It all goes back to when with the creator of the whole sprinkle thing. Let me see if I can play the clip.
Okay, to jump into it. Well, the males have started
It all-
saying
it
drizzle,
all
drizzle,
circles
like
back
sprinkle,
to
sprinkle.
her.
It's a new generation of
Very
men so
exciting, man.
are so feminine. Drizzle, drizzle. I thought they was talking about Drake. It doesn't stick as good as sprinkle, sprinkle. Sound like they're actually drooling.
Yeah, nice try. Not landing.
Okay.
Not landing.
Sound like you drooling. Sound like your water bill about to get cut off. Anyway. Sound like your water pressure low. You live in a bad area.
Ah, Shira. Here she go again, y'all. It's war. I told you.
Someone says no dust drizzles. They should say poof poof instead. Because they dusty. Ain't got nothing to drizzle. All you got is poof poof. Y'all, whenever they say that, comment back poof poof with dust emojis, okay?
All right, y'all. So this is what we're gonna do. Whenever these women reply to you with the poof poof, put out a cup. Comment that red cup emoji, because that's what they do with men. Shira's whole movement is full of broke women. See, what Shira does is Shira teaches young women to go use men for money. And that's honestly a bad thing to do. And they don't care about what type of man they are, what morals this man has. As long as that man has a bag, they're gonna go talk to him. So when these women are saying poof poof in the comments or whatever, send them a coin. Use a coin emoji, because that's what they want. That's what they need, because they don't have it themselves. Drizzle.
Yo, I just realized, bro, he basically just called y'all panhandlers. Damn. Ooh, man, I don't know what's worse, man, panhandlers or dry bagging. I call it dry bagging. But yeah, he basically just called y'all panhandlers.
See, this is what I find so funny. They're so quick to say, "Oh, those are just broken, dusty men." Well, considering it's just satire and all they're doing is flipping what y'all are saying on to men, then by that logic, that means y'all are broken, dusty as well. Which is why he called y'all panhandlers. Oh my goodness, I swear, bro. These and this is why I question some women intelligence sometimes. Boy, it's like, whew, let's keep it moving, man, because it gets funnier. Check this out.
Men hate women. For a woman to get paid and get rich is to marry, and also to take his money and start your business. Oh, period. Don't talk to nobody unless they make $6K plus. They just hate women. You don't reach for your wallet for nothing when you in the presence of a man. They don't hate coochie. They just hate women.
Hate
Do
has
not
nothing
go
to do
above
with
and
it.
beyond for a man. Okay? You let them do all the going above and beyond for you. The only thing women have asked of men is to be treated better. Get my money, get my school paid for, and some new clothes. No, nothing that was materialistic. But what do you bring to the table, Mr. Nothing? I'm not no waitress. If I was, I'm putting extra food on that bill so you can give me extra. Emotionally, I would never give my all to anybody unless they're my children. Supporting, caring, and they still ain't getting 100%. Okay. Oh, nothing that was materialistic. But if he's ugly, maybe imagine yourself spending his money. No, nothing that was materialistic. But imagine him taking you shopping. That's the bookkeeping to me. So this is
Walking
why
contradiction. That's the point of this.
no, nothing that was materialistic. Like, I know something you don't know. No, nothing that was materialistic. Find another way. That means another man. Supporting, caring. If you don't like old men, then focus on ugly. All right? Go leave the money. No, nothing that was materialistic. But take down your
Okay, this is getting repetitive, so let me advance to the next
No,
one.
nothing that was materialistic. But why they're mad? Nothing that was materialistic. But all I keep hearing about is materialistic shit. Like, it's fucking annoying.
Kings, this girl sends me a message, says, "Hey, handsome, how's your day?" So I send her a message back, "Not a good day." She's like, "Oh no, what's wrong?" I'm like, "I was day trading, took the long position in DJT, lost $25,000. And she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you make it back." I instantly hit her with a block. First of all, I'm in my soft guy era. I'm not day trading to lose money. If you find out that I lost $25,000 in the stock market, I better see you put that $25,000 back in my brokerage account. Drizzle, drizzle. If you can't put it in my brokerage account, Zelle me the money right now. Drizzle, drizzle. Second, I should not have had to tell you that I was having a bad day. You should be able to feel my energy, drizzle, drizzle. If I manifested you because I don't chase, I attract, you should know already how I'm feeling before you send me that text message. Drizzle, drizzle. And strike three, don't even start with "Hey, handsome," or any of that BS. Do not start my day with the message without first sending me a Cash App notification that there's funds in my account. If you wanted to, you would. If you want me in your life, you would. If you don't, someone else will. No more brokies in 2024.
Ladies, you mean to sit here and tell me that you girl boss too close to the sun, and you out here telling me you love me to the moon and back? That's coffee date energy, baby. These ain't coffee date shoulders, huh? You best be booking nice-ass reservations at a nice-ass restaurant where if I realize I don't like you 20 minutes in, I could ghost you with the bill because you knew the risk you were taking. Drizzle, drizzle.
Man, I know damn well that man just didn't say these ain't coffee day shoulders. I'm done. I am done, bro. Yo, y'all having too much fun trolling with this shit.
Repeat after me.
No. Okay, hurry up. Hurry up. I'm trying to skip. It's not letting me skip, damn it. Come on. Come on, skip button.
You guys, I am stuck on this drizzle TikTok, and this shit has me rolling. But I will say, ladies, I'm sorry. I'm taking the drizzle side. I'm all for it. I'm all about the 50-50. So with the sprinkle and drizzle, I can't stop laughing at some of these videos. I really can't. Like, I will say this. I will not pump my gas. I don't give a damn. Unless I'm by myself, I will not pump my gas. If my man wants to be a passenger prince, I'm for it. I got you, babe. If you want me to pay for dinner, I got you, love. I mean, shit, I work. We split our shit 50-50. I'm all for it. But some of these videos have me dying laughing. And for the girls who don't want to, be the working woman and, just want to be spoiled, I understand that too. But, dude, I want a man. I want a manly man. I have a manly man. Like, I want a man that, is going to fix shit. And then I'm going to be right there handing him tools. Like, I have that. I like the 50-50 relationship. You outside, I'm outside. I mean, damn, that's just the way it is. We got to get shit done. That's the only way you're going to make it. That's the only way you're going to make it. But yeah, as far as like some of these videos have me dying laughing. Dudes, if you want to be in your drizzle mode, do it. Go for it. See how strong your woman is beside you. See if she puts up with that shit. If she does, then she's the one. If she don't, tell her to go sprinkle someplace else. That's just my opinion. I'm on the guy's side with this, you guys. I'm on the guy's side. Sorry, ladies, love you, but yeah, I'm taking the men's side. You want to be on your soft air and you want, flowers or something. I'm cool with that. I want to spoil you too. Because as much as I get spoiled, I want to spoil mine. I want mine to feel good. 50-50, you guys. 50-50.
Fuck would I go
Yes, you
have
got
with
it.
you, nigga, and you
You
a
got
pay
it.
without me? That don't even make sense. And
Okay.
when a nigga got a place without you paying $2,600, why would you come in the equation and pay half?
Perfect. I'm so glad she said that, because you know what that means? Fellas, you know how women are buying houses at a higher rate than men? So if you find a woman that has bought a house already, that means you can just move into her crib because it's probably decorated the way she wants. So why don't we just move in? And that way we don't have to pay any bills. Soft guy era. It makes it so much easier. She's been paying the bills by herself. So why would I come in and be a helpmate? She's been doing it by herself. She wants me to pay the Wi-Fi bill. That ain't nothing. But why would I come in and try to help you and or make your situation a little bit easier? As you said, you've been paying it by yourself already, and that makes sense to you, right? So cool. You keep paying that, and I'm just going to chill out. We ain't got to worry about redecorating or nothing. I'm just going to insert myself into your life, and you can just keep doing what you've been doing. Soft guy life is the life, let me tell you.
I like what you did right there. But on a serious note, fellas, don't do this.
Definitely
Take it
not.
from somebody who's done it before, and I'll never make that mistake again. Don't move in with another woman. And before y'all come for me in the comments, like, bro, I'm like, bro, I was 19. I didn't know a damn thing about women like I do now. So we're talking, let's see, I'm 39 now, so we're talking 20 years ago. And fresh out of high school, barely working. But yeah, don't do that, you guys, because trust me, she is definitely going to hang that over your head, and she's going to be quick to kick you out over the tiniest little mistake. Don't ever do that shit. All right, but I saw what he did there. That was clever. I like that. Uno reverse card. Boy, if I ever seen one, let's keep it moving.
Oh, major hit today in my soft guy era. So I went to Walmart to buy a new headlamp bulb for my car. I'd gone out and I was looking in the manual to see which exact bulb I needed. And someone came up
This one
to me and
surprised me.
asked where the car floor mats were. It's such a major ick. I turned and I yelled at her at the top of my voice. Do not approach men in public, you creep. Drizzle. Such an ick.
Seriously, like this soft guy era drizzle, it is like laughter for days. Like the things in my comment section, the scrolling the videos of these men talking about their day. But this comment right here, this one, he wins the internet. He deserves all the likes. Oh my God. If she can't handle me at my softest, she doesn't deserve me at my hardest. I mean,
And I saw another comment earlier that said the ones that are going for B have never gotten good D. Like, I mean, if people are triggered by men having the time of their lives, it's really, really freaking sad. Anyway, stay triggered, salty ladies. Have the day you deserve. Bye, y'all. Drizzle, drizzle. Had an insanely busy day. And this soft guy era stuff is life. It is so funny. My comment section on that post is hysterical. The things the men are saying, it is just so funny. And the number of angry, triggered women in that comment section. This isn't anti-women. This is giving women the energy that they've been giving to men. If they wanted to, they would. Men are no longer settling for the bare minimum. And men expect you to come with 50-50. They're not even asking for 100% like y'all were. Well, some of them are because they want to trigger you. Oh my God, I love it so much. But man, some of these ladies are so mad. And they all like to call me a pick-me. And other flailing insults at me. It's... Anyways, stay triggered, ladies. Have the day you deserve. Drizzle, drizzle. Soft guy air is amazing. Bye, y'all.
You know what? I'm really glad that she mentioned that because to be brutally honest with you, I thought this was just a joke and satire at first, but now you're starting to see more and more men, especially guys like Mark. He goes by Scarface Mark on TikTok. I'm not sure if he has the same thing on YouTube because I haven't looked it up yet. But he mentions, you know, we're not doing the provider thing anymore. You need to come with 50-50 or pay all the bills. I think when they say pay all the bills, that's just them joking around, like realistically speaking. But on a serious note, if this is really being pushed and they're serious about it and about the whole 50-50 situation, I can 100% get behind that because that's what I grew up seeing. I'm like, that's what I grew up seeing. So, you know, I think the ones that are saying 100 or nothing and she got to pay most, I think that's just them trolling and clowning the women that talk like that all the time. But the guys that are being a little bit more realistic and, you know, saying, nah, you need to come with 50-50. I'm not paying all the bills no more. Those, if that's what it's really about, I think I can get behind that, you know, especially with the economy being what it is in the West. So no argument with me on that one, man. But the ones that are saying 100 and 70-30, they just trolling the shit out of y'all ladies, man. Let's keep it moving.
Like women, I would rather just hang out with women and the.
Oh my God, y'all are still not getting it. The soft guy era has nothing to do with being treated like a woman. The soft guy era is simply being treated as an equal. The same rhetoric that you guys spit and preach about on this app for like the past like 2 to 3 years even. It's just the same thing that these guys are just flipping on you guys as a joke. It is satire at the end of the day. But more importantly, it is strictly just men wanting to be treated as if they are human beings. They want to be treated as if they are your partner and not somebody who is just going to provide you with this life that you just expect from day one from somebody.
Who's going to tell the 4G pill bros that drizzle doesn't...
And some of them are still not gonna get it.
Ramon.
Some of them are still not gonna get it. They're still not gonna get it.
I'm gonna be doing my version of this movement Tuesday night.
All right.
And so I mean, look, to all the women that go around saying, "Well, I need a guy that's 6 feet tall, that has a six pack, making a 6-figure income." This is the consequences of this stupidity that these ladies, and I use the term loosely, ladies talk about. So this is the feedback. This is the pushback. Okay, you heard the saying, ask for it, you're going to get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and even if it is satire, but maybe there might be a change in the dynamics, and maybe some of these guys are gonna get more discipline, which is important. That's something that I realized a number of years ago when I was younger. I have gone through a difficult breakup, and I was walked out on, and that was a very painful lesson because pain is like the best teacher. Going through certain bullshit is like the best teacher, and that's when I learned that I have to value myself. And maybe these guys, some of these guys, they might be, call it whatever, soft guy era, whatever. But if that means, if it is conducive to these guys valuing themselves more, that will be good for them. That will be good for them because if they value themselves, they're gonna have more love for themselves. And if they don't value themselves, they cannot expect someone else outside of themselves to value them. They can't. And that's something that I learned. I learned that like like back in the 2000s. Because when I was in that process of rebuilding myself and rebuilding myself as a man, that's one of the things that I realized. I had to value myself, and things have been better when it came to dating and relationships. It became better because I was coming into the situation with a sense of more of a self value, and that's when the dynamic was better because she understood that if she wasn't gonna value me, then I could get somebody else to value me. I could meet somebody else. I mean, that nobody is irreplaceable. I mean, there may have been a time when I had thought that other that other girlfriend that walked out on me, that she was irreplaceable. No, she was replaceable. She was replaceable. It took a while, but eventually I did meet somebody, and I started doing my thing, and I started seeing other people. So she was replaceable. Oh yeah, she was.
Yeah.
But it was a process. I went through a lot of shit.
Yeah, but I had the unique situation that my girlfriend dumped me on Christmas Day.
Oh
And
shit.
And I actually made a trip to Philadelphia for that. So it's
Damn.
not, yeah. So I mean, I survived that. But look, I don't have a see. This is the thing. I don't expect my lady to pay 50-50. Okay, let's make that perfectly clear. But I do expect whoever I'm with to value me as an individual. And and the fact of the matter is, there are other things that are just important: personal character, integrity, things of that nature. Okay, if I'm going to be with and I use the term loosely, lady, that her only means of judging a man is like bills and like I have to pay for this extravagant lifestyle,
Yeah.
then buy. And look, and so this is so ladies who expect these guys to pay for your extravagant lifestyle. This is the pushback. This is the consequences of your stupidity.
Yeah. Coming to there is an expectation, of course. Us as men, there is an expectation of definitely, of course, when it comes to being the provider and the protector. But the thing is that some of these women are watching too much television, and they're seeing kind of like the certain lifestyles of the people that they see in the TV shows, and they're expecting the same thing. They're trying to live vicariously through the rich celebrities, and then they go around feeling like they should be able to replicate what they see maybe from the celebrities, from their favorite artists or whatever, and that might be part of what's going on. And some of them that grew up watching Disney princess movies, and there is stunt growth, stunt development or what they call arrested development, where physically you become an adult, but mentally, um, they're they didn't grow up past the age of 14 or something. Um, and that's that and some of them are looking for a daddy or a sugar daddy. It's kind of like what was happening with Russell Simmons' daughter, that she was dating grandpa. Maybe not anymore, but she was like 21 years old dealing with a 65-year-old old man. And that seemed like a way for her to rebel against her dad. That's the impression that I got, because sometimes um, younger younger people do certain things out of rebellion. But the thing is that she's already 21, like 20, 21. She's a bit too old to be rebelling against her parent. If she had been like 14 and she was rebelling in some way, okay, but she's already like 20, 21, or 22, so she's a young adult already. So enough with the rebelling of the parent. I mean, maybe Russell Simmons wasn't that great of a guy, but he had her living like a princess, and she's still expecting the princess treatment. And but she's a young adult; she should be doing her own thing. So something should already be set up for her. Or going publicly and doing all of these public live streams involving her dad and putting him on blast or whatever. Okay, maybe he's an asshole, but he's an asshole that had her living well. Um, and he's dealing with a rebellious child who is a young adult. This is it's an example, but yeah.
Well, we're living in an age when we have someone like a Tia Mowry that treats divorce as a graduation, that it's a celebration, that that they're finding their power and their empowerment, whatever. Okay, and and as from what we can tell, her husband was not unfaithful. Her husband did not abuse her. Her husband did not mistreat her. Her husband was there for her, and her husband did not want the marriage to end to divorce. But yet Tia Mowry had to have her graduation and have her liberation, and now she's figuring out how the dating scene is and whatever, and she's trying to cope with the fact that she made a poor choice and left her husband.
Somebody got in her ear and told her that she was like missing out on something because she got married fairly young. And I thought she was the last one, because, as you know, she has a twin sister, and the twin sister is the one that is married to the kind of like the white dude. She's married to a white dude, and she was having to be in public defending him because apparently he's like very conservative and may have made some racially insensitive remarks or whatever. And she was the sister. I mean, she was the one having to come out in public and having to defend him. But you will never hear about Tia, because she was already married and having the kids. You will never hear from her. And I mistakenly was thinking that she was the smart one, because you will never hear from her. She was married, she had her husband, and you will never hear from her. She will never be in the tabloid, not in the tabloid. You will never see her on social media. She was the one who was quiet, and I thought that she was the smart one for that, because she may have been like kind of like the quiet one. The sister was the one that was having to be in the media, having to defend the white husband. But now Tia ended up messing it up because she was married, and she was married to a good dude, and she walked out. She walked out and filed for divorce, broke up at home, and now she's kind of regretting it because she's in her 40s and trying to party it up like she's 22 or something, and it's not really working out for her. It's not going too well for her, and she's kind of regretting it. But she's getting online and she's getting on social media, making excuses, I mean, she needs to admit that she messed up.
Yeah, but Ramon, she had to have her graduation. She had to have her celebration. She must deal with her own priority. She must be happy.
Yeah, because she needed. Yeah, she walked out on her family because she needed to be happy. Right? What sense does that make? I mean, because I feel for the kids. Those are the ones that suffer. Those are the ones that the real victims in the situation. Because I'm sure the dad can recover. He can recover. I understand that he's already dating somebody else, and maybe she's salty about that. I understand that he's already seeing someone else. He was a good dude. He didn't do anything wrong. He was walked out on. He has every right to see someone else. But she's not seeing anybody else.
No, Ramon. The problem was that Tia was not being happy. She was not feeling empowerment. So therefore, she had to have her celebration, her graduation, to be empowered. Haven't forbid that you should be empowered within the bounds of marriage.
No, that was too restrictive. I mean, that was she was missing out on things. She was missing out on having a good time. Like, that's not thinking long term. I mean, somebody again. I think that somebody got in her ear and got her thinking that she was missing out on something for not being for the streets, as they say.
It's probably one of her single friends that never been married, or maybe she was like a baby mama that had like 8 kids or like 6 different dudes and what have you. I mean, they're the ones that talk about this crap.
Yeah, I remember the whole thing with Tom Brady and Giselle. But the thing is with Giselle is that she knew what she was getting into when getting with Tom Brady, because to him the love of his life is football. That's the love of his life, and that was his commitment. I mean, remember that like a couple of years back, he had actually retired and then went back to playing because he couldn't stay retired too long. I mean, it was a long career, longer than a lot of people's. Not everybody plays football for 20 years. It's a very heavy contact sport. Most people don't really last that long. He lasted a long time in the sport, and that was the love of his life. and she knew what she was getting into, and she felt like she needed to walk away, and she ended up walking away. And I remember that she was in Costa Rica and she was already being photographed with some other dude. So I don't know what happened there.
I just want to acknowledge that MK is in the chat. Good evening, long time no see. My virtual son-in-law. But look, the fact of the matter is, and I think we got to make this clear, not all women are like this. But look, the fact of the matter is, when you have certain individuals that make these crazy, outrageous demands, and then and then create a lot of cringe video on TikTok and whatever. This is the natural response. Sooner or later, there's going to be pushback to the stupidity. And the thing is, look, I don't expect my lady to pay half. Okay? No. What I do hope is that she value me as a human being, and see what I can bring into a relationship, which is fidelity, trust, communication, mutual respect. That's what I expect from a lady, and that's what a lady who is grounded, who has values and morals as we expect from a dude.
Yeah, and one last thing, and about what I was saying about Tom Brady. Yeah. I mean, Giselle knew what she was getting into. She did really need to be with somebody like him. I mean, because Giselle was already rich. She was a supermodel, but then she couldn't take it. She couldn't take it anymore because Brady was giving football priority over her. Unfortunately, so
Mhm.
that may have been a big part of it. I mean, it's not like from what I understand, it's not like he was cheating on her. He may have been cheating on her with football because the football was what really that was his priority, and she couldn't take it anymore, not being the complete priority in his life. Of course, I'm sure that he cared about her and the kids and all, but that's what itched. That's what kind of that was his itch, being able to play football. Because that was his thing. That was his thing. That was his passion.
Well, one thing about me, Ramon, when it's my time to retire, I'm going to retire. I'm not planning to continue working after my retirement. Okay. Now, I'm gonna have an active retirement. I mean, I might be involved, as far as doing volunteer work in the community, things like that. Or I might study to be a deacon, and that way I can be active, and then things of that nature. But when it's my time to retire, I'm going to retire. And of course, people ask me, quite often, when am I going to retire? My response is always the same: when it's my time.
Yeah. I have to start. I have to start thinking about that for the day when I may not be working. I mean, I got a little time. I'm not 50 yet, so I got a little bit of time. I still have to do some working.
Well,
Um, but yeah, I see myself. I see myself kind of like shifting gears, doing something else that gives me more time to myself. Maybe going back to the Caribbean. That's something that I'm talking to a couple of people about that. I don't know what's gonna happen eventually, but yeah, eventually I would like to go back. I miss it. I miss it a lot. Yeah.
well, I mean, look, the fact of the matter is, and I know I'm kind of like the senior citizen here in these YouTube streets because I'm going to be 62 this October, which means that I'll be eligible to get Social Security at a reduced benefit. But I mean, I do plan to spend the last part of my years doing the stuff I like to do, okay, and enjoying the fruits of my retirement. And I do plan to do a little traveling as well. So I believe me, when it's my time to retire, I'm not in the. I'm not going to do
because you're gonna be done. You're gonna be done with it. No, it's just that look, your thing is something very different, and it's something that when you're gonna be done with it, I'm sure that you like what you do, but when you're done with it, you're gonna be done with it. You're not gonna need to go back to it. But the thing is that when you retire from that, you have something to replace it. You have something to replace it. You're not gonna be staying home because then you're gonna get bored.
I mean, look. I mean, these are things that I'm seriously considering. One of them is study to become a deacon. Okay, and therefore I can, I can do things like help out with services, and whenever there's whatever there's like a funeral, officiate things like that. Another thing I'm thinking about doing is like volunteering my time, maybe visiting people in the hospital or what have you. Or I might work part-time with my union, okay, just earn a little extra money. But working full-time after I retire, no.
Yeah. Yeah, eventually, I want to be able to figure out something that I can do from home. Eventually, that I can still make a living, but I can do it from home. I envy people that get to work from home and they don't have to get out of the house and they can still make a living. So eventually, I want to be able to do something like that.
Well, starting next month, I'm going to be able to work remotely 2 days out of the week.
Mm-hmm.
So which I'm looking forward to, which means first of all, I don't have to deal with the craziness of trying to ride the subway to go to work, or having to deal with Accessoride, which is a share ride service for people who are disabled, which I refer to as Stressoride. And the reason why I call it Stressoride, because the problem with it is that they come in too early, they come in too late, or they don't come at all.
I see. Denise, why you want to be old already? Why you want to be old already? You're still fairly young. Enjoy your youth. Enjoy your young years that you have left.
Okay, but let's remember, according to Denise's definition, she's middle age, and I'm basically as old as Methuselah.
Yeah. So they say.
But that's another topic altogether. Look,
I know. Denise, remember, middle age is when you get to 50, which is where I'm going.
Okay,
that's gonna be middle age.
Okay, but if we take a look, and I can see her logic. The typical human being lives to be between 70 to 80 years old.
Right.
So, in that definition, I can see the logic with Denise saying that she's middle age, even though she's in the mid 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, using that type of logic, yeah. Okay. So I can see. I did not see it at first, but let's keep it real. I'm going to be 62. I'm not young anymore, and I haven't been young for quite a while.
Supposedly, we're supposed to be able to get to like 120, because there are people that do reach the ages of past 110, pushing 120. We're supposed to get to those ages on a more common basis, but.
Okay, but you know something. Realistically speaking, not many people live past 80 years old. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, my parents did it. My father was 83 when he passed away.
Good.
And my mother was 86.
Oh, well done.
Okay.
Very good.
So look, realistically speaking, for you to live to be 100. You have to be blessed by God with good health, and you have to be able to take care of yourself. Okay, and even at 90 or 100 years old, I mean, you are in a weakened state. So, I mean, now I know Denise wants to be around only till she reaches 75. I mean, that is her choice. But I can see Denise doing Lenten spraining when she's like 95 years old and being a sweet old lady.
Oh yeah. She's gonna be a sweet old lady who, on occasion, she's gonna say a couple of expletives, a couple of cuss words here and there. She will be funny. She will be funny as hell.
Now, let me ask you a question. How do you think I'm going to be when I be in like 70 or 80s? Do you think I'm going to be like a mean, grumpy old man, or will I be a sweet old man?
No, I don't think you're going to be mean. I don't think so. Unless you have a reason to be all mad and angry at that age. If not, then not likely. I think you'll be all right.
Okay. Well, you know, when it comes to when it comes to going to hotels, I don't get too upset too often.
Oh, okay. Well, that helps. That helps with your lifespan and trying not to be stressed out, because stress can kill.
Yes.
Stress kills.
Yeah, daughter, question: do you think I'm a Karen?
Okay.
I would love to. I would love to see her response.
Okay. Anytime.
No, but look, I mean, look, I'm not saying that this sockeye era, this drizzle is a great thing. Okay. What? Now, daughter, whatever gave you that impression of me? I mean, I'm not too fussy. I just wanted to be treated professionally. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. He doesn't like ask for too much.
No.
Of course not.
Okay. And I do believe in advocating for myself correctly. But going back to the original topic, I mean, look, this is just the consequences of illusional women who have these crazy and unrealistic demands. Stuff like getting cash apps of hundreds of dollars on the first day, that they go this shopping spree, whatever, and get flown to Dubai and all that. Ladies, this is what you get when you make these crazy demands and then you make cringe videos on TikTok. Men are going to respond accordingly.
No, and there are these women that they go on dates to beg for money. I mean, like, they expect their date that they're on a date with for the first time to cash up them some money so they can pay a bill or something.
And then
it doesn't scream entitlement. Like, what the hell are you doing? I mean, you need to handle that situation before you date. Date is when everything else is being taken care of.
And
like
then
priorities, man.
And then when these guys ask these, and I use the term loosely, ladies, ask what they get in turn. Oh, you get all of this. You get the box. And it's like, excuse me?
And it's not even that good.
Look, believe it or not, at one time, there were 3 women that was interested in giving me the box.
Well, I'm not gonna ask you questions about that because I will have been inclined to take advantage of the situation. If they offer it, I will take it.
Okay. Well, first of all, first of all, one of them was a complete crazy lady, which I didn't want to actually become a 2024 version of Fatal Attraction.
No, but that's the thing. The crazy ones are the ones that are. Those are the fun ones. As long as they don't call the cops on you, I'm talking about that you assaulted them.
Ramon,
those are the memorable ones.
What? I'll say you should have taken the whole warehouse of boxes. Crazy Kitty is the best kitty, so they say.
And damn right. Damn right. I mean, I was involved with a Haitian chick, tall, very cute, and she was crazy, but those were some good times too. Before she tried to
Okay,
get me in trouble.
well, actually, late last year, I met this chick of all places, all in Garland. So so innocently, I gave her my phone number, thinking, okay, what the heck, how crazy could she be? She's talking about us making love and all that, and getting into
Uh-huh.
all this sexual whatever, and it's like, what?
Oh,
What?
you're pulling chicks at Olive Garden. That's a new one to me. Yeah. Jose with the Jose pulling chicks at Olive Garden. That's good. That's good, Jose.
I mean, look, you know what's the crazy? You know what, daughter, give me a break. I know what's the crazy part. Look, I just decide, to go to the Christmas Spectacular because I never seen it before, and then I went to see the tree at Rockefeller Center, and then I decided to ended up with a nice meal. So then I started. There was this lady that's, I don't know why. I guess she was bored, stiff or whatever, or maybe she wanted to get that deed badly. I don't know. We started talking, and then next thing you know, I was like, okay, I'll give you my number, whatever, we'll talk. And, but the fact was, she gotten too crazy on me, and what? Oh my goodness. No, but it's just that she was, no, but the fact of the matter was she was calling me like a lot of times at work, and it's like, first of all, she did not respect my boundaries, which is, okay, there's certain times I cannot talk when I'm at work. I don't need the distraction. Okay, so it's like, don't be calling me and texting me like 85 gazillion million times and what have you. No, but at one point, 3 women wanted to, wanted to give me the box. One was this crazy chick. Another one was an ex of mine, and then the third one is my current girlfriend.
Oh, so you were having you had your choices. Hey, variety, not a bad thing. as long as you don't get caught. There was a time where I would try to get as much as I could. Oh, those were the times.
Okay, yeah, but okay, first of all, and I made a mistake. I come saying to this crazy chick that I haven't had any box in over 10 years. No, correction, 13 years.
All right.
So then she started talking about, oh, we're going to do this. We're going to, and I'm not going to say what she wanted to do, because I do want to keep this relatively clean.
Yeah. You don't have to go into details. That's between you and her. So, hey, it's up to you if you want to take advantage of it or not. Life is short, Jose. I hope that's not what it sounded like.
I don't believe what she said.
All right.
Daughter, do you want me to lose my Christian card? Because that's a good way to lose my Christian card.
Please, like as if Christians don't do that. Don't do that. That's what confession is for.
Yeah, but remember, it was our friend that suggested I go to a strip club and spend like a couple of dollars, on lap dances and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay, first of all, it was not a camp; it was a church trip. So let's keep it clear.
Oh, that makes it worse. That makes it even worse. Because if you have been at camp, then okay, but a church thing, oof. That's even worse. I wonder what was the reaction of the priest that you confessed to. If you had to tell somebody about that.
You know what? It was so long ago.
Yeah, you don't
I
want to
don't
talk about it.
even-
I get it. Of course, you don't remember that. I'm sure you don't remember.
Well, believe it or not, I've had intercourse in my life with only 3 women.
Okay, that's good. How many times
Yeah.
did you have to say Ave Maria? When you were getting it in, at that church trip. Hi, Jose.
Well, I mean, you have to admit that's a unique way of losing your virginity.
Yes, it is. Oh man.
And the fact she's coming to see me this summer.
Who you
My lady, not
who you lost your virginity to?
No.
Okay. I thought that you were still thinking of
No,
talking
no.
about the
I'm
one that you
talking about my lady.
lost your
I'm talking about
virginity
my
to.
lady.
Like, oh, you're still doing the thing with her?
Well, let's just say that. Okay, let's just say that she wants to make the most of it. Of course, I have planned to do some things with her. We're going to do some sightseeing. We're probably going to go to a couple of places to eat, a couple of nice Dominican restaurants. Of course, I'm going to show her New York, and of course, I'm going to show her I'm going to show her Orchard Beach.
Why? Why are you gonna show her that when she comes from a place that has better beaches than that? She's already seen better. Why would you want to show her that?
Well, first of all, contrary to what people agree, we got some nice beaches over here in New York.
Yeah, sure. Okay, if you say so.
And plus, there are concerts that go on, so things of that nature.
Okay.
But you know what, Ramon? You should experience Orchard Beach for yourself.
I don't know. Maybe I'll see it. I'll see it from a distance, see what it looks like. But that's it. I'm not touching that water.
And then what you can do is you can bury yourself in the sand. You can also get into the water and swim.
I don't know about that.
Oh my God.
All right. Giving you some ideas as to how you can get down with you can do your thing. Nobody has to know. Only the priest.
I guess she wants me to be a dirty old man. I don't know.
Yeah. Make the best of it. Life is short. Oy. So, Jose, any last thoughts that you would like to share? I do need to get to bed, and it must be like midnight for you right now. So,
okay, well,
Mm-hmm.
as I said, this is my thing. Do I expect my lady to pay for half my bills when we're dating?
Mm-hmm.
No. But I think realistically that if a man and woman do form a serious relationship and they either get married or they live together, I think if they're able to pull their financial resources together, it will make things a lot easier. This is basically the consequences of, and I use the term loosely, ladies making these crazy, outrageous demands on the first date. So, these women are finally getting a taste of their own medicine. First of all, thank you for allowing me to be here. I do have my channel, which is called No, I do not cancel Section 8 people. Okay, I do not I do not even deal with that. Look, if you're going to talk about social services, at least get the facts. But the fact of the matter is, this is the natural consequences. I would encourage everyone, if they have not done so, please subscribe to Introvert Breaker, and please consider subscribing to my channels, which is Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron and Latina Diaspora, where I do have a lot of interesting content. I will be doing my response to the Soft Guy Era this Tuesday at 7:30 your time. So hopefully you can comment, share, and opine. I would love to hear the comments from the ladies, okay? And I would love the ladies to comment and express their point of view. And even if we disagree, we can discuss it. But this is what, ladies, this is what you expect when you create this cringe video or your demands. The man had spoken. So if instead of reacting and doing more cringe video, just take a look and examine yourself and see where you need to reevaluate what you expect, and maybe get some therapy to deal with whatever issues that you have that depending on a man to pay for a queen lifestyle when you are a pauper yourself. And no, daughter, I do not cancel Section 8 people. Okay? That's another agency that does that. I don't do that. Okay?
That's right, Drizzle. We're gonna see what develops from this, because this has only been going on for like a few days. For the last few days, the whole drizzle thing. So let's see what happens. Let's see what develops from that. Maybe the joke will die down and it ends up in nothing, or we'll see what happens, because the whole thing with the sprinkle thing and the entitlement, that has already been going on for a couple of years. So a little pushback was necessary. So and I support it. I support doing a little bit of pushback 100%.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that.
Well, I'm not surprised. None of the ladies decided to go and join the panel to opine and express their point of view.
Oh yeah. I was counting on some of the ladies to come on up. I pinned the link because of that, because I wanted to hear from them. Just like a couple of days back when I did my other stream, I welcome for the ladies to come up to the panel and share their thoughts. So contrary to what certain persons think, that they think that I'm this big misogynist, no, I love women very much, and there are instances in which I'm gonna be abundantly clear that I want them to join the panel and share their thoughts, share their opinions, and nothing is really gonna be a taboo just because. Not gonna be having an attitude just because she's a woman, she's a female. I mean, I'm fairly fair. I know that I can be a jerk because when I stand in a position, I double down if I have to. But that doesn't mean that I can't be fair when it comes to the treatment of others. So that's why I announce it and I say I welcome the ladies to join the panel and share what they're thinking.
And when it comes, I know on my platform, I go out of my way to try to be fair and state, okay, this only applies to a certain segment, okay. And the fact of the matter is, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. And if anyone, whether male or female, gets triggered, then you need to think about why you're being triggered.
Yeah. Yeah. No, no, Denise, I get it. I get it. I'm sure that el bebo dando candela. I mean, being a
Well,
handful. I mean,
well, hopefully I will get to go to Los Angeles this summer because we are going to be attending a big union convention. So if I get to go, hopefully I'll be able to spend some time and visit Denise and MK and see my cyber grandson.
ah. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, good, good. Make those plans. Do the traveling. Do your thing.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's
So,
right.
yeah, but then again, but other than that, it was a great stream. It would have been nicer if the ladies opined, but I
Yeah.
suspected they wouldn't. But it's okay.
Yeah,
We love the ladies
maybe
anyway.
they'll do on yours. Maybe they'll do on yours. Maybe they're gonna have some time to think about it, and by the time you do your stream, they're gonna have some things to share. So because this one was a bit of a surprise, this was with very little notice. So
Well, what I'm going to do is, of course, I always send out the notifications in Instagram, but there's a couple of people that I would love to come and express their point of view. I would love to hear. I'm gonna be honest. I would love to hear Denise's point of view. I would love to see Gigi's point of view and Walter's point of view. I mean, the walking mat is always open for them. So, and again, I don't run an echo chamber. If you disagree, let's talk about it.
right. Okay. Good. So, so Jose, I'm gonna be closing up. Thank you for coming up to the panel. Shout out to the chat. All of you guys that were present right now, Denise and NK, and previously we had Herbie, we had Gigi for a little bit. Let me see who else. I don't want to scroll back.
We also had Keisha.
But we have our girl Kishelle. Absolutely appreciate her coming by, and anyway, until next time, thank you for coming by.
Well, thank you. Have a good night, and just remember, it is now 253 days until the first day of winter.
All right. We know. You don't have to keep that countdown, Don Jose. Let it be nice and warm. Let it be clear of the cold. I mean, today was okay. Today was okay. It wasn't like yesterday. Yesterday went all the way to like the lower 50s, and I had to wear a jacket, and it was so cold and
That's not
uncomfortable.
cold. That's Indian summer weather.
Okay.
But in any case, good night.
All right. Have a good night, Don Jose.
Good night.
Until
Take
next
care.
time.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
And with that saying, since I had a bit of a long day today, I am feeling a little tired, so I'm gonna be closing now. Right now, I still see you, Denise. Appreciate you coming by. Maybe on next time, on the next one, you join the panel so we can chat a little bit. And to everyone else that was on the panel, shout out to you. And until next time, this was Introvert Boricua. Closing up, signing off, and until next time, peace. Have a good one.